So in this video, I'm gonna show you the first things you should do after setting up your HONOR X6b. If you've just gotten and set up your phone, there are a few things that are great to do at the beginning so your experience is a bit better. The first thing is, of course, connecting to the Wi-Fi if you haven't done that yet. It'll be important for many different tasks you do on your phone and also for the further steps in this video. So I'm gonna go to the settings, then go to Wi-Fi and make sure that the Wi-Fi is enabled and select the Wi-Fi network we want to connect to. Then enter its password and click on connect. Now we are connected, so we can go all the way down to System and Updates, then go to Software Update. It is important to keep your phone updated because it makes sure that your phone is up to date, so it has the newest security features, and also ensures your phone runs smoothly. So my software is up to date, but if yours is not, you should have a button to download and install the update. Now we can go back to the next step. The next step is signing in to Google if you haven't done that yet. Of course, this can be skipped, but I really recommend doing so because that will allow us to download apps from the Play Store and access other Google services. So I'm gonna go to Accounts and Settings. Then if in Personal you don't have any Google account, I recommend clicking on Add Account. Now choose Google. And now, if you don't have an account, you can create it here, but I already have it, so I'm just gonna enter the email. Then click on Next. And now we should enter the password, which I'm gonna do off camera. And now select who will be using this device. So since I will be using it, I'm gonna select I and click on Next. But if your child is gonna be using it and you select that, then the further steps may vary a bit. Now there are the Google Terms of Service, and without it you cannot add the Google account. So I'm gonna agree to that. I already know them, but I recommend clicking on them so you can read them yourself. Now we have the backup question, and I personally recommend enabling that because that will make you not lose your data. So I'm gonna accept it. And now my account is added, so what we can do now is go to the Google Play Store, and here we'll download important app updates because it's important to keep your apps updated for the same reason as your software. But also some apps just won't work without updates. So I'm gonna click on the account in top right corner, then click on My Apps and Games and go to Updates. Now I'm gonna click on Update All and just wait until everything from this list downloads. Of course, I can do other stuff in the meantime. So what I'm gonna do now is set a screen lock and my fingerprint unlock. Let's go to the settings and go to biometrics and password. It is important to keep your phone secure so no one besides you has access to your phone. So first in biometrics and password in settings, click on lock screen password. And now you can set a 6-digit PIN or change unlock method to a 4-digit PIN, custom number PIN, pattern, or password. I'm gonna select the pattern because it's pretty quick to use, and then click on Done. Now I'm gonna cancel the fingerprint because I'm gonna show you how to do it manually. So here you can just click on fingerprint ID, then enter the unlock pattern to confirm. And now click on New Fingerprint. Then click on Add Fingerprint. And then you should start tapping on the fingerprint sensor, which is on the right side of your phone. Now release, tap again, and do that multiple times so it scans your finger. Remember to move your finger between each scan so it scans the whole area. Now we also need to enroll the edges, so I'm gonna move my finger even more, and it's enrolled, so I'm gonna click on OK. Now you can also set up the face recognition, but I'm gonna cancel that because I need to explain something about it. So the face recognition is really quick, but it's also not really secure because this phone only bases on the camera that you can see here up the top. There are some phones that base their face recognition on the IR sensor, so that will make it secure, but here it's only the camera, so it can be unlocked with a photo of you or by someone who looks similar to you. That's why I don't recommend it, but I'm gonna show you how to set it up anyway, just in case you need it. So I'm gonna go to the face recognition, then enter my unlock pattern. Now I'm gonna enable the raise to wake, so it'll so when my phone is off, I can just raise it and it'll wake my phone for face recognition. It's pretty convenient. And now I'm gonna click on get started. Then I need to position my face within that frame. Now my setup is complete. So I'm gonna also change the unlock device to direct unlock, so I don't need to swipe after unlocking with face recognition. And now let me show you these 3 methods of unlocking your phone. So the first one is, even if the screen is off, you can just tap on the fingerprint sensor and it works really fast. It's really fast and convenient. Of course it doesn't work each time because sometimes it'll just not recognize your finger, but it's pretty fast. Then the other method is of course the screen lock, so you can just swipe up and enter the screen lock. And the face recognition, you can just, since I've enabled the raise to wake, I can raise it, look at the phone, and you can see it's unlocked already. So that's how the unlocking works. And now let's move on to the next step, which is changing our wallpaper. Of course that can be skipped, but it's all up to you depending on your preference. So I'm gonna just go to the camera app and take a picture, because I know many people want to have their own personalized wallpaper. So you can either take a picture or download it from the internet, or if you already have it transferred from your previous phone, then you can of course use it as well. And now I'm just gonna go to the settings app, and in the settings go to home screen and style. Then go to this button which says lock screen style and select wallpaper, whatever. Then I'm gonna click on OK. And here we can change the wallpaper for lock screen and for home screen. So I'm gonna set it for lock screen first, so I can click on lock screen style. Then I'm gonna go to the wallpaper from the gallery and select this one, of course, because this is the only one I got. And I think that looks good enough. You can also change the style of the clock and the color of it and all of that. I think that's quite good. This one, okay. And now we can also go to the home screen, and we can either mirror the wallpaper from lock screen or select it ourselves. So I'm actually gonna select the one from lock screen but blur it out. So I'm gonna select the blur, then set it to something like this, and I'm gonna click on apply. Now these are my wallpapers. Here's this one, and here's of course that one. So let's move on to something other that's really important, which is uninstalling bloatware. So this phone installs a few apps, only a few of them, that aren't important, and if some of you are the apps that you use, there's a high chance that you use Netflix, Facebook, Booking.com, or the TikTok or AliExpress even. But if any of these you don't use, you can just press and hold on it and click on uninstall. I'm gonna uninstall the bloatware so you know what can be uninstalled, because besides that there are gonna be the system apps which you can't really uninstall, you can only disable, and you shouldn't disable all of them because some of them may be a bit important. And now I have uninstalled all of the apps that are unimportant. I think here there are the system apps only, and here are the system apps only as well, and here as well. So now let's move on to installing apps that are important for us. So if there's anything that you use on a daily basis like Instagram or WhatsApp or whatever, you can just go to the Play Store app, then go to search and search for the app that you want to download. I'm gonna download Google Wallet, and as I'm doing it, I'm gonna explain why. So the Google Wallet will allow you to add your payment card to your phone. So whenever you are in the store, you can use your phone to tap to pay instead of reaching out to your wallet and taking out your card. So I'm just gonna install the Google Wallet, and also to use the Google Wallet your phone has to be unlocked, and most probably the app Google Wallet has to be opened. It works differently on different phones honestly, but usually it'll work the best if the Google Wallet app is opened. But I'm gonna show you later how to add it to shortcuts so you can easily access the Google Wallet app even if you're within a different app. So I'm just gonna wait until it downloads, because I think there are other updates that I've started. They are in the process right now, so that's maybe why. I'm gonna just check it, the updates. Yeah, there's lots of apps that are being downloaded right now, so I'm just gonna wait until the Google Wallet downloads. Okay, so I think the app was just installed. Yes, so we can go to the Google Wallet. I'm not gonna show you the whole process because I'm not gonna add my payment card, and you also don't have to. It's all up to you. If you're worried about your security, then feel free not to add it, but from what I know, this is pretty secure because you also have to verify with your bank via SMS, phone call, or your bank app. So I'm gonna click on add to wallet, then I'm gonna click on payment card, and now you can either scan the card that you have physically with you by taking a photo of it here, or you can enter the details manually, then read all of the things that are written here and click on save and continue, and that'll ask you to verify with your bank as I've mentioned earlier, and then you will be able to just pay with your phone whenever you are opening the Google Wallet app. You just select the card you want to pay with and pay with it. You can add multiple cards like your personal one, your abroad, like international Revolut card, whatever you want, you can add it here. Then I'm gonna show you how to add the wallet to the shortcut so you can easily access it. You can just slide down from the right top part of your screen to open the control center, and now here we can add it by clicking on the edit button. Then we should see the wallet here. We can add it. Of course, it's grayed out in my case because I don't have a card, added to the wallet, but I'm gonna put it here. Then I'm gonna click on done. You can see I can easily access the wallet like that, but of course it's grayed out since I don't have a card added. And now let's go to the last step, which is sliding down from the left top part of your screen and clicking on the notification that you might have just gotten, which is finish setting up your HONOR. Now I'm gonna click on start. Then you can insert a SIM card, but you can also do that later, or maybe you've done that earlier. But it's great to do it now so you can use your SIM card from the beginning of having your phone. Now we need to wait a few seconds, few minutes, until it gets our phone ready. Then it asks you if you want to copy data from your old phone, and if you do, it's great to click on next now, because later that option may be unavailable. And of course you can do it with third-party apps, but the native option is available here, and if you click on don't copy, then it may become unavailable later. So I'm gonna click on don't copy, but if you want to copy, then click on next and follow the instructions on screen. You need to have your old device with you, and it has to be unlocked. Now I need to draw the unlock pattern for some reason, I don't really know why, to set up the fingerprint, but I'm gonna click on cancel since I already have it set up. So it assumes I don't have it, but I do. Now I can agree to use biometrics, which is my fingerprint or face recognition, to verify purchases on Google Play, so the ones that are actually paid for like some apps, videos, games, whatever. Then here is access your assistant with Hey Google, which allows you to open Google Assistant hands-free by saying this phrase out loud. That's pretty great. You can agree or skip. I'm gonna agree. And sometimes occasionally it'll ask you to say 4 phrases out loud to configure voice match, but I already have it set up on like another device that I have. Now I can enable accessing assistant without unlocking the device, and I'm gonna skip it because I don't find it too secure. Now it's about the Google Pay, which I've already shown you how to configure, so I'm gonna skip it. Then you can adjust a few more settings. I'm gonna click on no thanks. And now we are all set up. That's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.